Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping back by. In today's tutorial we're going to be working on this bag. Just a little market bag. We've got some braid handles here. I've made two of these. I made this one with the braid handle, and then I made this one. I got yarn stuck to me. I made this one with the chain and the single crochet handle. I don't like this. I don't like the way it looks. I mean, it's going to get the job done. It's going to hold. I just don't like that. So if you guys prefer this, by all means, go ahead. But this one is Red Heart Super Saver White. And I love this yarn, Jazzy Stripe from Hobby Lobby. And this one is Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo in Cafe Latte, and Red Heart with Love Jadeite. This is actually scraps from a hat and scarf set I have. The Jadeite, not the Cafe Latte. But now something I want to talk about real quick. If you decide to do the braid handles, I would suggest to get one of these jumbo skeins or two normal Red Heart Super Saver skeins, but you're going to need quite a lot to do these handles. But if you're doing just the single crochet, I think one skein of, your main color will be fine. So, along with your yarn, you're going to need 6mm hook, scissors, and one other little thing that I like to use, and I think, a lot of crafters should probably just have this, just because it comes in handy from time to time. It says fabric tack. I got this from Amazon, I believe. I think they might have it at some other craft stores, maybe Walmart. But this stuff comes in handy a lot of the times. Like, for instance, the reason we're using it on our bag is because we just slide our knots through the chain 2 of our bag. Well, if you get something heavy in your bag and you pick that up, that knot is going to pop right through that chain 2 space. But with this fabric tack, it's not going anywhere. It's holding on. See? Okay, one more thing I do want to talk about, which this is going to make sense once you watch the video. Whenever we're changing colors, I just cut my yarn in that brown, start my blue, and I just start it in the chain 2 space. Attach the yarn, chain 1, work your doubles. Work your doubles all the way around. Get back to your first double that you started with, slip stitch to it, chain 1, double crochet back into that double crochet, and then work around. Come back, stop at your beginning, slip stitch to it, chain 1, pull up a loop, cut. Now, I didn't mention this in the video, but I wanted to make sure I say it somewhere so you guys hear it at some point. Whenever you start that new, like for instance where we're talking right here with that brown, make sure you're working into that same double crochet that has the slip stitch where you ended that blue, right? Let's see if I can find. I don't think I'm going to be able to find where I'm talking about because I've got all my ends weaved in already, but I just don't want you guys to get confused, and I should have said that in the video, and then after I got done working the bag, I thought, dang it, why didn't I say that? I don't want them to get confused. But like I always say in my videos, if you ever need help, my email box is in the description. Email me, leave a comment, join my Facebook group, add a comment, get on Instagram, take a picture, send it to me, ask me a question. However you decide, I will see it. But so get your guys' supplies together and let's get started. Alrighty, to get started, we're going to get a slip knot on our hook. And we're going to start with a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go back and slip stitch into that first chain. Get in there. Chain 1. So for row 1, we're going to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 2. And we're going to keep doing that until we have 4 corners, with the chain 2 being our corner. So we got our chain 1, and that's just like a builder stitch to get our height for a double. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 2. So there's our first corner. Here's our second. So 3 double. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. So there's 1, 2, here's our third corner. Scooch everything over. 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and chain 2. So there's our fourth. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're going to slip stitch back to our first double, and if you look, you can go from your chain, go 1, 2, and then the one that's a little slanted is our first double of the row. So we're going to slip stitch right into that. And I forgot to mention, I was working over my tail, or maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. So if you pull your tail, it'll close that ring a little bit, and we can worry about that later. So for round 2, we're going to chain 1 again for our little builder, our builder stitch to get to the height of our double. We're going to work 1 double into each double, and then work 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet into each corner. So that is our new corner. What our new corner stitch is the 2 double, chain 2, 2 double. So I've chained 1, and I'm going to work a double right back into there, and I'm going to work a double into each stitch until I get to my chain 2. In this case, in round 2, it happens to be 3, just like we started with. And now that I'm to my corner, I'm going to work 2 double, chain 2, 2 double. And now we're back to 1 double crochet in each double. So 1, 2, 3. We're to our corner. So it's 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Right into there. 1, 2, chain 2, 1, and 2. 1 double in each double to our next corner. And for round 2, it stays at 3. And the reason I keep saying that is because we're going to be repeating round 2 for a couple rows, and in each one, after each row, the number of, like for instance, pretend like we're on round 3, and I just worked my corner, and I have to work a double into each double crochet across. It's not 3 anymore, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, you know, finish this corner, 6, 7. So it increases by 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and so on. Okay, so now I'm to my corner. So my corner stitch is 2 double, chain 2, 2 double, 1 and 2. So now we work 1 into each double until our next corner. 1, 2, and 3. We're to our corner, which remember doesn't have any stitches in it because this first one is the first double we worked. So that's 1, 2, chain 2, right back in there with 2 more doubles, and we are to the end of round 2. So I'm going to slip stitch right to my first, right here, and that's the end of round 2. So what we're going to do now is we're going to repeat round 2 for round 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The only difference is the number of double crochets you're going to be working into before you get to your corner. So I'm going to go ahead and show you round 3, and then I'm going to let you guys finish to 7, and then I'll meet you back at the beginning of round 8, right when you finish round 7. So this is 1, 2, and round 3, which is the first repeat of round 7, or 2. Sorry, I chained 1. Now I'm going to work a double right back into that double crochet I slip stitched into, and double crochet all the way across until we get to our corner. We're to our corner, so we work 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, now this first double crochet that we need to work into might be a little pinched from working this last double crochet of our corner stitch. So if you just pull that back a little bit, then it pops out and you can see it. So we're going to double crochet into that and then to each one until we get to our next corner. And this is pretty much the basic simple setup for a granny square also. Okay, to the next corner, and it gets 2 doubles, chain 2, 1 and 2, and 2 doubles, 1 and 2. Remember that first one might be a little smashed in there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and we are to our next corner. I need some slack. Work our corner stitches, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, and then 1 in each double across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Work our corner. 1, 2, chain 2, 1 and 2, and in this case we have 2 more doubles to work into before we get to our beginning. Slip stitch to our first, and that is our first repeat of row 2, which is round 7. I keep saying row, sorry, round 7. Okay. So what I need you guys to do is repeat what we just did for until you get to the 7th row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to repeat row 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5 times. And then after you finish that, you can count. Here's round 1, round 2, round 3, 4, 5, and so on. So go ahead and repeat round 2 5 times until you have a total of 7 rounds, and then come back here and I'll show you guys what we're going to do next. Okay, I'm back and I've finished my 7th round, slip stitch to the beginning. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to show you guys. So from corner chain 2 to corner chain 2, we should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27 double crochets from here and on this side and on this side and on this side, which this one's going to be a little hard to count, but it's there. So what we're going to do to start round 8, we're just going to slip stitch and then stop. Now we're going to slip stitch across the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to go ahead and double crochet right back into that double that we slip stitched into, that last one, and go ahead and work a double into each double until you get to this corner. So I'm going to go ahead and work this, and I will meet you guys at that corner. I'll be right back. Okay, I've made it to the corner, and we are going to go ahead and work our corner just like we have been. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. I'm getting some slack. Okay. So work our corner just like normal. 1, 2, chain 2, 2 double. And now what we're going to do is we are going to double crochet into the next 12 double crochet. So you're going to have to count these off. I had to pull my sleeves up. It's getting warm. Don't forget your first one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, because it's 12 double crochet that we worked into along here, and then including the 2 we worked in this corner, there should be 14 double crochet from here all along to here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Correct. Okay, so now we're going to jump over 3. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th one we're going to start with our 12 double crochet. So what I'm doing is we're making the chevron. So if you, whenever you're working at the any kind of chevron stitch, you always have your peak and your valley, and not a lot of the times your valley is just going to be some skipped stitches. It may not always be, but a lot of the times it is. So what we're doing here, our corners are now becoming our valley. We're working down, and our skip 3 is becoming our our peak. We're working down, and then our skip 3 is our valley. So we need to get back up to our peak, which should be, including this one, work 12. We get to our corner, and we work our, corner just like we have been. So there's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And now our corner, which is 2 double, chain 2, 2 double, chain 2, and 2 double. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this for you guys to finish. You're going to do the same thing. Work down 12 double crochet, skip 3, work up 12, work your corner, work down 12, skip 3, work up 12, work your corner, and I'm going to meet you guys back here where we have these slip stitches where we slip stitched over 3, and I will meet you guys right back here. Okay, I've made it back around. I've worked the 2 in my corner, double crocheted 12, and we're back here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to slip stitch to that first double, and if you look, we are skipping 3. We've slip stitched into this one right here, and then we're skipping 1, 2, and then our beginning down here. So all we're going to do is just right into this first double. Make sure you see, here's the top of our first double, here is our heart, and here's our belt loop. The belt loop is our slip stitch, the heart is our chain 1, and here's our first double. So we're going to slip stitch right into that first double, and that is the end of round 8. Now if you lay your square with the right side down, kind of maneuver that around a little bit, you can see it's starting to make what looks like a bowl shape. Like the valley of our chevron is pulling these corners up, and that's how our bag is going to start working. So our bag is going to start building up off those corners. Okay, so for round 9, and round 9 is the repeat for our whole bag. I gotta look at my notes real quick. Okay, round 9. So for round 9, we're gonna slip stitch right into that next double crochet. We're gonna chain 1. And then we're going to work 2 double crochet together. So we're going to go into the one we just slip stitched into, pull up a loop, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops, yarn over. We're going to go into the next double crochet, pull up a loop, 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So what we did is we made 2 double crochets 1. See the top right here? This is our chain 1, and this is our slip stitch. So this is the top of our double. And now all we're going to do is work 1 double crochet into each double to our corner. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now we're going to work our corner, which is the same as normal, 2 doubles, 2, chain 2, 2 doubles, and did you guys notice how I worked 11 double crochet to get to my corner this time? That's what we're going to work down to get to our valley. So we're going to double crochet in the next 11 double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we have 3 double crochets before our valley, right? So we are going to work the 2 double crochet together over the next 2. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the next one, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through. We have 3, pull through 2. Now we're going to skip 2. So we're going to skip these 2, and then over the next 2 we're going to work 2 double crochet together again. So go in, I feel like I should have done that slower, I'm sorry. So we're skip, skip, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops, yarn over, go into our next double, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 3. And now we should have 11 double crochet to our corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay, I did it right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. See how our valley is setting now? I'm going to go ahead and work this side with you guys, and then I'm going to let you go ahead and finish it around, and I'll meet you at the beginning. But for now, we're to our corner. So our corner is 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, and now we double crochet into the next 11. So go ahead and work your 11 double crochets, and I'll meet you before this, our valley. Okay, so I've worked my 11 double. I have 3 stitches left, which is right. I'm going to work the 2 double crochet, 2 doubles together. So I'm going to go in, pull up, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 3. Skip 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to start the 2 double crochet together in the next 2. So skip, skip, go in, pull through, 3 loops, pull through 3. And now our 11 double crochet to the next peak, work our corner, work 11 down, 3 stitches left, double crochet 2 together over the next 2, skip 2, 1 and 2, over the next 2, 2 double crochet together, work 11 double crochet, work your corner, work 11 double crochet down, and I will meet you guys right here. Okay, I've made it back around, and I've worked my 11 down. So I worked my corner, worked my 11 double crochet, 3 stitches left, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to work my 2 double crochet together. Oh, that was I worked a whole one. That's not what I meant to do. 2 double crochet together. So work half a double there, there, pull through 3. And now what we have left are our 2 doubles from the beginning. So we just jump straight across, slip stitch to our first, and that is it. And that round is the repeat for our bag. Now I am going to change color, and what I'm going to do, like on this bag, I worked from 1 to 9 in the was it Jazz Stripe? I love this yarn Jazz Stripe, and then I just used white Red Heart Super Saver for 2 rows, changed back 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows, 2 rows. So, and of course I don't have my other color here. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I've got my other color, which is Jadeite, Red Heart with Love. This is actually scrap I have from a heart or a hat and scarf set I made, which I have a tutorial for that. But all I'm gonna do with this, what color is this? Cafe Latte, Red Heart Super Saver Cafe Latte. I'm just gonna chain 1, pull up a loop, and I'm just gonna snip it off. Alright, so now I'm going to take the Jadeite, which just looks beautiful with this brown, and I'm just going to go into any corner. I'm going to attach that, chain 1, work my corner like normal, 1, 2, chain 2. There, now it's focused on me. So I did 2 double, chain 2, 2 double, 1 and 2, and now I'm going to work down here just like before, which should be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 stitches left. 1, 2, and 3. 2 double crochet together over these 2. Skip, skip, which the 2 we're skipping happened to be the 2 double crochet together that we worked. So then these 2 get the 2 double crochet together, work up 11. So I'm going to go ahead and work my 11 double crochet off camera, and I'll come back and I'll show you guys one more time how we're going to work that the valley or the skipping. Okay, I'm going to finish this off camera and I'll be right back. I've worked my 11, so I've got 3 stitches left. So the next 2 get the 2 double together. Skip 2, skip, skip, and the next 2 get the 2 double crochet together. 1, and now we should have 11 double crochet back up to our peak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then work our corner. Work 11 down, 3 left, 2 double crochet together over your next 2, skip, skip, which remember are the 2 double crochet together from the previous row. Work your 2 double crochet together, 11 up, and so on and so on. So what we're going to do, all we're doing is just repeating round 9. Now, like I said, I worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds, and then I start my color change. So I changed my color, and I'm going to work that for 2 rounds, change back to my coffee or my cafe latte color, change color, and go from there. So I will be back and let you guys know how many rounds I've worked, how tall it is, and if I decide to work 2 rows of color change or work more or not. But anyhow, I will be back in a little bit and I'll show you guys what I've got. Okay guys, I'm back. And I've repeated round 9 to where I have 2 rows of blue, 2 rows brown, 2 rows blue, 2 rows brown, 2 rows blue, 2 rows brown, for a total of, I think it's 21 rows. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right. So it's a total of 21 rows. And it will kind of stand up by itself. So now for the handles. On this one, I did the chain and single crochet, and I'm not that fond of it. So I decided I'm going to do a braid like I did for the water bottle holder that I have on my channel. So I'm going to get my stuff together and I'll be right back. Okay, so I already have one done, and what I did is I pulled out 36 strands that were roughly 70 inches. And see how much that shrank? But pull out 36 strands, have them kind of the same length. If there's a couple that's not, that's alright, no big deal. I'm just going to tie a knot in the end, trying to make sure I have all of my strands and the other one I made, I did trim it up a lot after that, after I got it braided. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie a knot in the end, make sure I've got it all. I'm just going to pull tight like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide all of these strands into 3 sections of 12. Trying to get all these pieces laid together. There. Okay, I've got my daughter holding my knot for me, and I've got my pieces divided into 3 sections of 12. And now I am just going to start braiding. And I'm not doing it real tight or real loose. Just doing it, I don't know, I guess you'd say average. But go ahead and braid your piece until you can't go any longer. And you're going to have to stop, you know, intermittently and get these strands untangled. But go ahead and work all the way down, and I'll meet you guys at the end. Okay, so I got that braided and tied off, and I have my 2 handles, which I need to trim a little more of that off. So when you're making these, make, you know, your first one, and then after you're done, you know, braid as long as you can, or if you want to go more, shorter, however you want it. But my braids, and of course I don't have my tape measure. Okay, got my tape measure. And my braids, before the knots, like I'm measuring before my knot right here, it's about 25.5 inches long. And I did have quite a bit of slack to cut off. But the reason I want that much is because it's hard to get that, you know, wrapped around with just a little bit. You see what I mean? So if you have plenty to cut off, it's easier. So make your first one. Mine's about 25 inches long. And then I stopped, tied a knot, cut my ends, started with the second one, worked until my braids were about the same length, and then tied off and then cut my slack. So I need to cut this one. You know what these remind me of? Cabbage Patch doll hair. Remember when they used to be made out of yarn? Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to pull these knots through our chain 2 spaces right here. And it's not too hard. You're going to need your crochet hook. I'm just going to grab a spare one I got sent here, and I'm just going to start pulling these tassel tails, I guess you could say, through my chain 2 space. Start pulling them through there. Try not to split them like that one just did. I don't want that. Didn't mean to do that one. So I'm just going in, grabbing some, pulling it through. This makes it easier whenever we're trying to pull the actual knot through our chain 2. Come on. There. So all my little ends are through there. Now I'm just going to wiggle this knot back and forth through that chain 2. Ta-da! Just pop right through there. And the way we're doing this, so if you lay your purse flat, you have 4 corners, right? So the 2 next to each other are the 2 we're going to attach. Okay, so I got that one in. I'm going to go ahead and do this one off camera, or do all of them off camera, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how we're going to secure these so they don't, the knots don't pull back through. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've got them all pulled through. Look how short I cut that one. I didn't mean to do that, dang it. Anyway, I'm back. So now we're going to take this fabric tack. This stuff is awesome. I love this. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to run it around the, on camera, I am going to run it around this chain. It's already coming out. Where the chain goes to the top of my knot. I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to squirt some in there. There we go. And this stuff only takes like 2 or 3 minutes to dry. Go right there, and it dries clear, so you're not going to see it. I'm going to do this one. So this is going to keep the knot from popping back through your chain when you get something heavy in your bag. I'm not going to do the other 2 because I need to flip it and I got to let this dry first. But do your other 2 handles, and there is your bag, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, my email is in the description box. Email me anytime and I will answer you as fast as I can. Also in the description box, there are links for my Facebook group, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Etsy, all kinds of fun stuff down there. Check it out. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't, guys. I'd really appreciate it. And give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment and tell me what you think of this bag. And join that Facebook group because I want to see somebody make this bag, and I want to see the colors they choose, because that's, you know what, that is, I think, is the hardest part of designing crochet, are the color combinations. That's the one part I am not that great at, but I try, dang it. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.